Here's Washington State rowing coach Jane LaRiviere. Coach, your team earned an at-large bid into the NCAA Championships yesterday. It's the 13th time under you that you're going as a team, 14th time in program history. How exciting was it? What was the emotions when you seen the team when you seen the name of the team come across the screen?
Yeah, it was relief. I really was hoping that this team would get some postseason because they've done so well this year, just being great teammates and navigating the ever-changing world of COVID and being resilient. And as I explained to them, we've come a long way. In September, there was more coaches than athletes that were able to get down to the boathouse. And, from those meager beginnings, we just sort of, got some good stuff going, and they are being great teammates to one another. And, they've just showed a lot of heart all year. And as a result, they've been really fun to coach. And so I think I was just hoping that they would get a chance to stay together for another couple of weeks.
Now that you guys did get in, you saw your name, the emotions are at an all-time high. How do you do this as a coach? This is your 13th time going, so this is kind of routine for you, but how do you get the team refocused from that emotional high to back to business and realize that in a couple of weeks you're going against the top 21 programs in the nation and you need to be ready to compete for that? So how do you gear that from emotional high back to business?
Well, we went out for a row yesterday, and today's going to be a really hard practice. And, it is helpful to have been there. Like I've observed for obviously a long time what it takes to be successful. And, I think it's, I guess time will tell, but we still have, it's been 2 years because of COVID, and then 2019, we missed the selection, but we still have people on the team that have been there. And, all year long, it's just one step. The expectation in January was that we would be selected. And so you base everything off of that happening. And luckily it has happened. And so, it's another step in the culmination of the season. Obviously Pac-12s is pretty important. But NCAA's, Pac-12s is a stepping stone to NCAA's. And so I think it's in their back of their minds. Like I think most of them were kind of geared to knowing that they were going to have to switch gears.
You mentioned this a little bit in your answer there, but you do have a few rowers that have some experience at the NCAA championships. How are they using this time, and how big will their roles be in the next couple of weeks to sit there and have the rest of the team mentally prepared for that stage?
Yeah. Well, what the thing is about this team is it's not exactly just another race, but we've traveled to Cincinnati and we've raced and performed well, and we've traveled to Las Vegas and we've traveled to Oregon. And so like a lot of the times, like with a younger team, it's those little things that teach, that they're teaching moments, and you got to get up for it. And I think because of our travel schedule and the things that we've done already this year, I think that they've learned, it's not just another race, but how we go about executing and getting our best performances out are the same. It's the same. And so it is comforting having a few of the senior leaders, but I think our younger group are really mature, and they've shown a willingness to just kind of follow and learn fast and just keep their heads. They're a pretty calm group.
You specifically, this is your 13th time going, and you've taken the Washington State team here 13 times. It's a program that hadn't been to the NCAA championships before you got here. What's been the key, or what's been, without giving up too many secrets, what's been the key to success here for you? What's just been, a linchpin in having that consistency of having a program go to the NCAA championships?
Well, I think one of the things that really helped is when I was at Oregon State, we went the very first year in 97 and we went in 99. And I think we might have gone in, I can't remember the exact years, but we went 2 or 3 times. So when I got here, it was something in my brain that was just going to happen because I'd experienced it before, and I could kind of compare what, how it was at Oregon State and how it was at Washington State. And I was like, well, I don't see any reason why we can't. And, we already had really, really good athletes. Like even back in 2002, when I showed up, there was really high quality, ingredients. And so it just, obviously changed the training program a little bit, But, I don't know. I think it was obviously a bit of hard work, but like the athletes working really hard, improving their conditioning. But otherwise, I think it's just because I'd been there before that I thought, well, of course we're going. But I don't know if that's a long time ago, Chris. That's like 19 years ago. So that's hard for me to remember.
It has been, speaking of just all this time here in Pullman, you've sent 13 different teams here. Where does yesterday rank that selection? I know you got a little bit emotional. The team was really there. You could feel the tension in the room before the selection show was going on, and just the relief and just the explosion of excitement. It was really high. And so where does that selection kind of rank with the 13 others that you've had here in Pullman?
I think it's one of the most special ones because there was no guarantees. Like I could see a path that we might be selected, but it wasn't the way I felt in previous years thinking, okay, well, this makes sense. Like it wasn't laid out as completely clear as I would have liked it to have been. Mm-hmm. But also just this whole year has been a series of ups and downs. And, we haven't had, luckily, touch wood, we haven't had any positive tests this spring, but we had some in the fall. We've had false positives a couple of times that have knocked up to 12 people out for a week. And the week before Pac-12s, we had a false positive, so it's just, I have spent so much time going, oh no, like we're dead in the water if this happens. But the team is so resilient. They just kind of going, all right, this is what we have today, but we'll get so-and-so back tomorrow and we'll be fine. I think because of the chemistry and the camaraderie, they've been able to weather a lot of different things happening. And, I guess it's just, this yesterday was special because this group of people have put up with more and sacrificed more in a lot of ways than a typical year. They've been isolating and in pods and being careful and not having a typical student athlete experience, which is, I guess, the way it is right now. But they've put themselves in a position to be successful. And it's such a combination of the makeup of the team and the individuals that we have that I think made it they really in my brain earned it. And I'm sure there's lots of people that didn't make it that have also earned it, which is sports. Sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't. But yesterday was something, it was special. And I felt that emotion, and I usually keep everything pretty much in check. And it was difficult yesterday.
Well, it was an exciting day. There's more exciting times to come. Looking forward to what you guys are getting ready to do down in Florida. We'll talk to you down there. Best of luck at the NCAA championships. And go Cougs.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Go Cougs.